You ever notice how some people wake up and the day just flows? Opportunities appear, synchronicities happen, solutions emerge, like the universe programmed their day, while others wake up and it's a battle from the very first second. Everything gets stuck, nothing clicks. The difference isn't in what they do during the day, it's in what happened before they woke up, in the hours most people completely ignore, because we learned that manifestation happens while awake. Visualizing, affirming, focusing. And nobody talks about the period when your mind is 1,000 times more powerful, where something at the center of your brain accesses the quantum field directly and processes your reality in real time while you sleep. René Descartes called it the seat of the soul, and modern science discovered it produces DMT, the most powerful psychedelic substance known, naturally, every night, your pineal gland. And it's not resting while you sleep, it's working. Testing realities in your dreams, consolidating frequencies, collapsing possibilities. But most people program it wrong, without knowing. Last moments before sleep? Scrolling feeds, watching bad news, worrying about bills, and the pineal works on that all night long. In this video, you're going to understand what your pineal does during sleep, why your dreams are real-time manifestations, and how to use the last moments before sleep to program the next hours of processing. It's not a half-hour technique, it's conscious minutes that activate an entire night of power. If you got here, it's because something in you already knows there's power being wasted. Every night. Let's activate it now. You know that feeling? You open your eyes in the morning, look at the ceiling, and nothing changed. Like yesterday just copied and pasted into today. Same energy, same problems, same frequency. And the worst part, you've already tried to change it, visualized, affirmed, did techniques, but you wake up the same. Again. The problem isn't that your techniques don't work. The problem is you're ignoring an entire period of your day, a period where something critical happens, and most people don't even know about it. Because we learn to think of sleep as rest, like the brain shuts off like a computer. But that's not how it works. While you sleep, your brain is active. It processes everything you lived, felt, thought, and decides what's real. What becomes a pattern? What becomes the dominant frequency? Joe Dispenza talks about this constantly. During sleep, especially in REM, the brain is consolidating information. It's literally deciding which version of you will wake up tomorrow. And here's the problem. Most people sleep on autopilot. They crash. Zero consciousness. What was the last thing you did before sleeping last night? Scrolled your feed, saw bad news, thought about bills, because that last state is what your brain is going to process. It's like giving instructions to the autopilot. Work on this while I rest. And it does. Reorganizes memories, reinforces beliefs, consolidates frequency, and then you wake up in the same reality. Because your brain spent the night reinforcing what you already were. Look at this example. A person spends the day visualizing abundance, does affirmations, feels gratitude, but at bedtime, grabs the phone, sees the bills, feels tightness in the chest, and falls asleep in that. The brain takes that fear and processes it throughout the entire sleep. All the visualizations from the day, undone. Because the night undid what the day built. That's why nothing changes. It's not because manifestation doesn't work for you. It's because you're only using your waking hours, ignoring the period when your subconscious is open. No filters, no resistance, no ego controlling. During the day, your rational mind questions everything. Is this possible? Will it work? But during sleep, no resistance. Your subconscious accepts what you give it and works on that. If you sleep in chaos, it processes chaos. If you sleep in scarcity, it processes scarcity. Sleep isn't neutral. It's the real battlefield of manifestation. And there's more. This nighttime period has more power than the entire day awake forcing things. because it's during sleep that things really stick. Daytime visualization plants the seed, but sleep waters it, or pulls it out. Depends on what you programmed before sleeping, and nobody taught you this. They taught you to visualize during the day, but nobody taught you to program the night, and so you stay stuck, trying to change by day, undoing by night, building, destroying, waking up the same. But there's a biological reason for this, a reason science discovered not too long ago, and it has everything to do with something the size of a pea at the center of your brain. While you sleep, there's something working tirelessly, something most people completely ignore, your pineal gland. And what it does during sleep is impressive. First, let's locate it. Geometric center of the brain, literally in the middle of your head, about the size of a pea. But René Descartes called it the seat of the soul. It wasn't a metaphor for him. He truly believed the pineal was the point where soul and body met. And look, he wasn't so wrong. During the day, the pineal is discrete, regulates sleep, responds to light, produces melatonin when it gets dark. Basic function. But at night, that's when it awakens, because it's during sleep that the pineal truly activates. First, it produces melatonin. But the natural melatonin your pineal produces isn't just to make you sleep. It regulates brainwaves. When you're awake, your brain operates in beta, alert state. When you relax, it goes to alpha. And when you sleep, theta. And then delta. Theta is the portal. It's the same wave as the deep meditation that Buddhist monks take years to achieve. You reach it naturally every night, without effort, and in theta, the barriers drop. Barrier between conscious and subconscious disappears. Barrier between you and the field disappears. It's like a door opens, and your mind becomes exposed, vulnerable, receptive, no filters. This is pure power. It's the state where reprogramming truly happens, where beliefs can be rewritten, where frequency can be altered, without the rational mind fighting you. And then comes delta, pure subconscious. That's where memories are consolidated, where patterns are recorded, where your identity is literally constructed. And who regulates all this? Your pineal. She's the conductor of this neural orchestra, but there's more. During deep REM sleep, studies suggest the pineal produces traces of DMT, dimethyltryptamine, the most powerful psychedelic substance known. Produced naturally by your own brain. DMT is called the molecule of transcendence, and your pineal produces this every night, while you sleep, without you knowing. That's why some people wake up with profound insights, solutions to impossible problems, clarity about confusing situations. It's not coincidence. It's your pineal processing information at a level your conscious mind doesn't reach. It's direct access to the quantum. Think about it. During the day, you transmit intentions. You visualize, affirm, focus, you're active. But during the night, you're receptive. Your pineal receives. It processes. It accesses information that isn't available during the day. It's a completely different mechanism, and most people waste this because they don't know it's happening, so they sleep on autopilot, without programming anything. And the pineal processes whatever comes. Chaos from the day, worries, fears, old patterns. But it could be different. Because the pineal doesn't choose what to process. It processes what you give it. If you sleep in scarcity, it works on scarcity. If you sleep in abundance, it works on abundance. You put in chaos, it processes chaos. Put in intention, it processes power. And there's one more thing about the pineal you need to know. It's not just biology, it's a portal. Ancient traditions already knew this. Hinduism calls it the third eye. They knew there was something there. Something that connected human with divine, physical with quantum. And science is getting there. Research shows the pineal has calcite crystals inside it that respond to electromagnetic fields. like an antenna, capturing signals from the field. Joe Dispenza talks about this too, how during sleep the brain completely reorganizes itself. New neural connections are made, old patterns can be undone. Your brain literally rebuilds itself from scratch, and the pineal is at the center of all this. So when you understand this, when you realize the power your pineal has, everything changes, because you don't need more complicated techniques. You need to consciously activate the period you already have. The pineal already works. It will work anyway. The only question is, will it work in your favor or against you? And how do you know the answer to that? Look at your dreams. You know how you can tell your pineal is processing? Through your dreams. And no, dreams aren't random. They're not just dreams. Your dreams are drafts of reality being collapsed. It's your brain testing possibilities, experimenting with frequencies, simulating realities, in real time. During REM sleep, your brain is hyperactive, as active as when you're awake, sometimes even more. But without physical limitations, no gravity, no linear time, no impossible. It's like the field opened a laboratory, and your brain can test realities without consequences in the physical world. It's a quantum simulator. And the most important part, your subconscious doesn't differentiate dream from reality. To it, that experience is real. The emotions you feel during the dream? Real. The patterns that are reinforced? Real. The frequency that's consolidated? Real. That's why dreams matter so much. Now think with me. If you dream every night that you're lost, running from something, arriving late, what's your brain doing? It's training those experiences for hours, consolidating that frequency of fear, urgency, failure, and then you wake up and feel exactly like that. Lost, late, anxious. It's not because you slept badly. It's because you trained anxiety all night long. Now think of the opposite. Imagine someone who dreams they're flying, creating, free. That person wakes up energized, light, inspired, same sleep, same number of hours, completely different programming. And here's what changes everything. Your dreams are a mirror of the frequency you took into sleep. They reflect the state in which you fell asleep. If you slept with fear, your dreams will be chaotic, nightmares. If you slept in peace, your dreams will be calmer. It's direct feedback, showing you, look what you're processing. And there are different types of dreams. Recurring nightmares? It's a stuck pattern being reinforced, a frequency you haven't released yet. Vivid, strange dreams you've never had before? That could be new manifestation trying to process. It's quantum novelty entering your system. And lucid dreams? When you know you're dreaming and can control it. That's rare. But when it happens, it's powerful. Because it's you having conscious control of the collapse, inside the field. It's manifestation in its purest possible state. Now, some people don't remember dreams, ever. This can mean disconnection or deep processing. Sometimes the brain works so deep there's no story to tell. It's just pure frequency being reorganized, without narrative. But if you never remember, it could be a sign you need to create more awareness before sleeping, because the more consciously you sleep and the more you remember. Look at this practical example. A person dreams every day they're late, running, missing buses, always the same energy. They wake up tired, anxious. Of course, they trained anxiety for hours. And then during the day, they live exactly that, always running, always late. It's not bad luck, it's a cycle. Dream reinforces pattern, pattern creates day, day creates dream again. Now think about someone who dreams they're creating something, building, solving problems. They wake up, and the day reflects that. Creativity flows, solutions appear, same mechanics, completely different result. And the best part? Change in dreams, change in base frequency. when your dreams start to change, when nightmares stop. It's not luck. It's physical evidence that your nighttime programming changed. And soon, your waking reality changes too. So your dreams aren't just dreams. They're manifestations in the lab. They're mirrors of your frequency. They're direct feedback of what your pineal is processing. Ignore them, and you ignore the map. Pay attention to them, and you have the code. Now stop. Think about the last dream you remember. Was it chaotic? Were you running from something, or was it calm, powerful, free? Because that dream showed you exactly what happened before it began. It showed you the moment where everything is decided. Leave in the comments just one word: chaotic, calm, or don't remember. Because when you write, you acknowledge. You take it from the unconscious and bring it to light. And acknowledging is the first step to reprogramming. If this is making sense, drop a like. Now let's go to the moment that defines everything. So when exactly does your pineal receive the programming? It's not during sleep, it's before it begins. There's a window, a microscopic window that defines how the entire night will be. And this window lasts just a few minutes, the last moments before you crash. This window is the most critical of all, and most people waste it completely. Let me explain what happens during this period. Scientifically, it has a name: the hypnagogic state. The borderline. One foot in the physical, the other in the quantum. You feel it. That sensation of falling, of losing control. It's the door opening. And during this transition, something very specific happens. Your brainwaves are shifting from beta to theta in real time. And during this shift, your brain is in the state of highest receptivity possible. More than meditation, more than visualization, because there's no critical filter anymore. Your rational mind already shut off. But the subconscious, still attentive, listening, absorbing, recording. It's an open portal, no doorman, no security, no resistance. Everything that enters directly. And here's the problem. The last information that enters is the first to be processed. It's like whispering to your brain, "Work on this while I rest." And it does, without questioning, without filtering, without doubting. That's why these last moments are so critical. They define everything. They're not just minutes. They're the entire night. They're how you'll wake up tomorrow. But most people waste this. Completely unconscious. What was the last thing you did last night before sleeping? Probably scrolled your feed, saw bad news, thought about bills, or simply crashed from exhaustion. Zero consciousness, and then? Your brain took that state and worked on it for hours. If the last thing was your feed, comparison, envy, inadequacy, processed. If it was bad news, fear and the world is dangerous, processed. And then you wake up heavy, tense, anxious, and think, "I slept badly." No, you programmed badly, gave the wrong instruction, and it executed perfectly. But you have control over this, total control. You just need to use these last moments consciously. You don't need a complicated ritual. You don't need half an hour of meditation. Minutes, that's it. But minutes with intention, with awareness, with clear programming. Changing these last moments changes the entire night. And changing the entire night changes your life. Because that's where manifestation really happens. So the question isn't how to manifest. The question is, what are you taking into sleep? Because your pineal will work anyway. The only question is, will it work in your favor or against you? And the answer is here, in this window, in these last moments before you crash. So how do you consciously activate your pineal? How do you use these moments in a way that changes everything? It's not a magic technique. It's not a 10-step ritual. They're simple principles you adapt to your life, your way. It doesn't need to be perfect. It needs to be conscious. And that already completely changes the game. It starts before you even program. You clean. You're not going to program your pineal if it's still processing the chaos of the day. It's like trying to write on a full board. Everything gets confused, mixed up. First you clean, then you write. With your mind, it's the same thing. Before programming anything, you need to release the day. Don't take the stress, the tension, the problems. Leave everything outside the bed. How? Minutes of deep breathing. Relax your shoulders, your jaw, your hands. Let everything go. Mentally, imagine you're closing the door on the day. The day is over. Now it's time to process differently. It's not formal meditation, it's just conscious transition, creating a blank slate. Because if you try to program abundance but you're still carrying fear, your pineal will process both, and the strongest always wins. Next, something crucial. You don't choose thoughts, you choose state. This is where many people mess up. They try to think positive before sleeping. They keep repeating affirmations. I am rich, I am abundant. And it doesn't work. You know why? Because thought alone doesn't program the pineal. State does. Your pineal doesn't respond to words. It responds to frequency, to feeling in the body. So what you need to choose isn't thought, it's state. How do you want to feel? Gratitude, peace, abundance, freedom? Choose one, not five. One clear state. And feel it in the body, not just in the head, in the body. Where do you feel gratitude? In the chest? In the belly? Anchor that feeling physically. Because your pineal processes body, not mind. It feels the body, not words. It's pure physical frequency. So if you want to program abundance, don't think, I have money. Feel what it would be like to have abundance in the body. Lightness, security. Feel that in these last moments. Now that you've chosen the state and you're feeling it in your body, you carry it, like you're merging with it. It's like you're going to fuse with that feeling and let it take you into sleep, into processing, into the field. The last moments before crashing, maintain that state, breathe in it, feel it, expand it. And when you start to fall, when you feel that transition happening, don't resist, let go, but maintain the state. Carry it with you. It's like you're entering sleep wearing that frequency. And your pineal will take that and work on it for hours. It will reorganize memories that match it. It will consolidate that frequency as dominant. And you'll wake up different. And then, you release. Completely. This is crucial. And many people get stuck here, because we were taught to make it happen, to control, to force. But with manifestation during sleep, you do the opposite. You release. You program the state in these last moments, and then trust. Trust that your pineal knows what to do. Trust that the field will work. You don't stay awake trying to control sleep. You simply sleep, and let the heavy lifting happen. Because your pineal doesn't need supervision. It already knows how to process. You just gave different instructions. Now let it execute. The field does the hard part. You just instructed and released. It's like planting a seed. You don't keep digging it up every day to see if it grew. You plant, water, and trust. And when you wake up, don't contaminate immediately. As important as programming before sleep. When you wake up, the first seconds are critical. Because all the processing from the night is still fresh, still settling. And if you contaminate it immediately, you undo the work. So when you wake up tomorrow, don't grab your phone immediately. Don't start scrolling news, messages, problems. Stay quiet, just for a few seconds, and observe. How do you feel? Is it different, lighter, calmer? Give space to notice, because if you grab your phone at the first opportunity and start absorbing external chaos, you overwrite the frequency your pineal worked on for hours. It's like deleting a file before saving. All the work, lost. So give it a few seconds. Breathe, feel, acknowledge, and only then start the day, with the new frequency still active, still resonating. And then yes, you take it into the day and manifest from it. These are the principles. Clean before programming. Choose state, not thought. Carry state into sleep. Release control. Wake up without contaminating. It's not magic. It's not complicated, it's a shift in consciousness. You're going to sleep every day anyway. Now you're going to sleep with intention. Your pineal already works for hours. Now you're going to direct what it processes. And that changes everything. Because manifestation doesn't happen during daytime visualization. It happens during nighttime processing. When your mind doesn't resist. When your subconscious is open. When the field is accessible. And you have access to this every single day. Hours of pure power. You just need to activate it consciously. And when you do that, when you program your pineal before sleeping, something changes. Deeply. Because for the first time, you're no longer fighting against nighttime processing. You're using it. You came here thinking you needed more techniques, but you discovered something different. The power was already there. Every night. Always has been. You just didn't know how to activate it. Now you do. Your pineal is more powerful sleeping than you are awake forcing things. And this isn't just information anymore. It's access. Before you leave, drop in the comments. One thing. What state are you going to take into sleep tonight? Gratitude? Peace? Abundance? Freedom? One word. Because when you write, you anchor. You declare, this is what I choose to process. And that already activates something. If this video changed something in you, if you now look at sleep differently, drop a like. This helps other people discover that sleep isn't neutral, that you can reprogram it, and subscribe to the channel. Because here we don't talk shallow manifestation. It's quantum physics applied to real life. And since we talked about programming your pineal at night, there's something happening during the day that you're not seeing. Something quantum physics proved, but seems impossible. Your future is creating your present, right now. Quantum experiments proved this. But there's a problem. Most people project the future wrong. In the next video, you'll understand this. How your expectations of the future create your present. See you there.